Have you ever wondered why you constantly attract people who need you to fix them? Or why, no matter how much you do for your spouse or your church friends, you never feel like it's enough? We often label this as just insecurity. We say, oh, I'm just a people pleaser, or I just have trust issues. But what if your insecurity is actually a map? There is a fascinating concept in behavioral psychology that suggests your deepest adult insecurity is actually pointing a giant neon sign at your deepest childhood wound. And for many of us, that wound isn't just emotional, it's spiritual. Today, we're going to look at 3 specific spiritual insecurities that destroy our adult relationships, trace them back to the wound where they started, and talk about how to actually heal them. Behavioral expert Charles Hughes talks about social needs. He says that whatever you are desperate for people to see in you today, it's exactly what you felt deprived of as a child. If you need everyone to think you're smart, you're likely felt stupid or unheard as a child. If you need everyone to see you as tough, you likely felt unsafe and weak as a child. Now, let's look at this through the lens of spiritual trauma, because often the church reinforces these masks instead of healing the wound. The first major dynamic I see in counseling is the person who is obsessed with being good. The behavior: you are the one who always says yes. You over-volunteer. In relationships, you are the fixer. You don't have boundaries because you are terrified that if you say no, you become bad. The insecurity: this is the need for approval. The spiritual wound: this points back to the wound of unworthiness. Somewhere along the line, maybe in your family, maybe in a legalistic church, you were taught that you are not lovable just for existing. You're only lovable for performing. The impact on relationships is that this kills intimacy because you aren't actually connecting with people, you are transacting with them. You give service hoping to buy love, and when they don't pay you back with the praise you need, you become resentful. The second dynamic is the person who needs to be right. The behavior in relationships is this person is rigid. They turn everything into a theological debate. They are often critical or judgmental, but they frame it as holding you accountable or standing for truth. The insecurity in this is that there is that need for intelligence or power. The spiritual wound is that this usually points back to the wound of chaos or powerlessness. If you grew up in a chaotic home or a church where leadership was abusive and unpredictable, your safety mechanism became rules. If you know the rules, you are safe. If you are right, you can't be hurt. The impact on relationships is this destroys safety. Your spouse or friends don't feel seen by you. They feel policed by you. You are protecting yourself from chaos, but you are creating distance. The third one is harder to admit. This is the need for pity. This behavior isn't about manipulation. It's about a desperate need to be seen. In relationships, this person often bonds through trauma dumping. Their life is a constant series of spiritual attacks or crises. They only feel love when someone is feeling sorry for them or praying for them in a crisis. The spiritual wound is that it points to the wound of neglect or invisibility. You learned that the squeaky wheel gets the grease. The only time you received tenderness was when you were hurt. The impact on relationships is that it creates exhaustion. Your relationships become centered on pain rather than personhood. So if you identified with one of these, take a deep breath. There's no shame here. These were survival strategies. They kept you safe when you were small. But you aren't small anymore. Healing begins when we stop trying to fix the behavior, the insecurity, and start tending to the wound. Number one, acknowledge the child. Instead of beating yourself up for being a people pleaser, can you thank that part of you? Thank you for trying to earn love so that you wouldn't be abandoned. But we are safe with God now. We don't have to earn it. Number two is practice somatic safety. When you feel the urge to over-explain, wound or powerlessness, or overcommit, which is the wound of unworthiness, pause, put a hand on your chest, feel your feet on the floor. Remind your nervous system, I am safe, even if I am misunderstood. I am safe, even if I say no. And then number three, rewrite the script. God does not love the version of you that performs or the version of you that is right. He loves the you that is beneath the wound. I want to pray for you as we close. Father, for the one who is tired of performing, give them rest. For the one who is tired of fighting for control, give them peace. For the one who feels invisible, let them know they are seen. Heal our wounds so that we don't have to live out our insecurities anymore. I'll see you in the next video.